Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever going to wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Right. I'm Avner Demarath, by the way. How did we get here?
We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit, but it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Bastila, she's the one from the Endar Spire, right?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important?
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
So, what do you suggest we do next?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Sooner we start looking for Bastila, the sooner we find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Okay. Hello everybody and welcome back to this Let's Play of Knights of the Old Republic. This is Adapter Cthulhu, and last time we escaped from the Endar Spire and crashed down here on the planet of Taris. This time we're going to be scouting the planet out a bit. First thing we're going to do is we're going to be checking out this workbench, because I promised I would be explaining this in the last episode. Now I can. This is where you upgrade items that you have the ability to upgrade, like this prototype vibroblade, which you can install the vibration cell that you picked up off of that Jedi who got killed just outside the bridge on the Endar Spire. Now, one thing that is very important to note when you're upgrading weapons is that you can't just install an upgrade and press B. You have to click assemble or it won't save. And now, with that out of the way, we can leave the apartment and go into the planet. First time you leave, you have to take Karth. And again, I won't explain this party member screen because we only have one party member we can use, and we had to take him this time, so we can't really do anything with it yet. But you saw 8 other slots on there that are blank. We're gonna get more party members.
Okay, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
There was a patrol here just yesterday and I saw nothing. Why do you just keep bothering us?
That's how we deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now, the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. Hey, what's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
Alright, so here we have to fight the Sith once again. I have never had that last that long.
Yes, I was here to step in and help us, human. This isn't the first time the Sith have come here and caused trouble for us. Hopefully it will be the last.
Won't someone come looking for this patrol?
Don't worry about the bodies. I will move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. With any luck, they won't be bothering us again for a while.
Alright. So we can search him, pick up some grenades, some stims, and a blaster rifle. I am going to come in here. There's a woman named Dia in here.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
I just gotta say, she just ripped apart the common RPG trope of people just walking into other people's homes. Thank you for including that, BioWare. Anyway, Holden, who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
You can trust me. Maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
Maybe I could speak to Holden for you.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
I will be going now.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Before I step out of her apartment, I am going to steal from her. It doesn't change my alignment, but it gets me new stuff. Well, I don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown old apartment are illegal aliens. My name is Larim, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Larim. My name is Avner Dimarath. I know it's really none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of those new energy shields. They're the latest thing, you know. Very high tech. I know. What's so great about these energy shields? When you use one, it surrounds you with a radiant aura particle mesh that absorbs blaster bolts. Pretty handy in a fight. The shield even protects against lightsabers, or so I hear. Shields aren't perfect, of course. They can only absorb so much energy damage before they run out, and ion blasters will take your basic energy shield down pretty quick.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Where did this technology come from? I've heard rumors of the Achani using shields like this, but I never saw anything like them around here. But no, not until the Sith came. Where they discovered the technology is anybody's guess. Shields are too rare and too expensive to hand out to an entire army, but a shielded strike team can take out a whole battalion of soldiers armed with conventional blasters. It gave the Sith a huge edge in the early battles, but it wasn't long before the Republic was able to copy the technology and come up with energy shields of their own. Now both sides are scrambling to come up with new weapons and slice right through these shields, but until they do, you're going to see melee combat coming back to the forefront in this war. Anything else? Not much more to say, really, except that I've managed to get my hands on one of those energy shields. It isn't cheap, but it could mean the difference between life and death. You know, you want to see what I have in stock? I know my kiosk isn't much to look at, but my prices are reasonable and the merchandise is sound. Why do you have a kiosk set up here? I run a little shop here in this old building, selling basic equipment to the illegal aliens renting out these apartments. You mentioned something about illegal aliens living here. By law, most aliens aren't allowed to have a residence in the upper city of Taris. They allow a few of us Twi'leks up here, but for the most part it's humans only. But no self-respecting upper city human would want to live in the apartments in this dump. So the landlord has been renting out the apartments illegally to aliens. Better than letting them sit empty, I guess. Otherwise you get squatters and people hiding out from the authorities living in abandoned apartments. And they don't pay rent. Aren't you worried about getting caught? Taris authorities pretty much turned a blind eye to this place. Few illegal aliens just weren't worth the bother. And once the Sith took over, they felt the same way. Besides, I don't live here myself. I just run a small business providing supplies to the residents. You want to see what I have in stock? Why not? No problem. Just step on up and have a peek. Huh. Okay. Alright, none of that stuff is stuff that I would want to get my hands on. But
No problem.
maybe one of you guys would. Something else you should probably keep in mind is that if a character doesn't even have a name, more than likely they don't have anything to do with the story or any side quests, so talk to them if you want, but they probably don't have anything to say. This door is the way out, but I'm gonna look around for a minute. I don't think any of these apartments have anything else, anyone else to talk to, but they have stuff for you to pick up. Here's the janitor. Speak to him.
Hey there, watch where you're walking. I just cleaned those floors.
Who are you?
My name's Kadir. I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? You ever thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment? You look like an off-worlder. What happened? You get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I want to ask you some
Don't
questions.
know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Tell me about Taris.
Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in the Upper City.
Where's the cantina?
Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
want to ask you something else.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Where can I get some
Well,
equipment?
the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right across from the cantina, so you can stop in for a drink if you get thirsty while you're shopping. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
Something
Don't know
else.
how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
What do you think of the Sith in this quarantine?
Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taris, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine.
I know where the cantina is, so I will see if he has something
Don't know
else
how
to
much
say,
I can
but
tell you,
I
but
don't think he
seeing
does.
as
How you new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
Yep, he has nothing else to
I
say.
should get back to work anyway. I'll probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. The building doesn't clean itself, you know.
You know, I gotta say, I really feel for that guy, because I have worked as a janitor in the past, and the place doesn't clean itself. Okay? Anyone out there that looks down on janitors, you don't know what they do. Wherever it is they work, you don't know how much they contribute to the place. Okay? I'm just saying, the fact that you don't see things that would make you sick in these places, you don't know what they pick up. Don't take them for granted. Don't look down on them. That's all I'm saying. Now, he mentioned Kebley Yurt's place.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebley Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Taris. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got it. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Let me see what you got for sale.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Alright. I am going to buy this permacrete detonator. The reason why will become apparent later on. As for the rest of this, I don't have the money to buy what I want to buy. Now, next place I wanted to go was to the cantina. I walk in here and I want to speak to this guy.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Sure, I'll buy your deck.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'd like a Pazak lesson. Okay. Now, I am actually going to make the effort with this game to explain how it works. because it's basically blackjack if you've ever played blackjack, except instead of trying to hit 21 without going over, you're trying to hit 20. Whoever gets closer to 20 without going over wins. But you've also got these 4 cards in your hand that you can use, but they're not restored or replaced between matches. And you gotta win best 2 out of 3. So I started off with a draw of 8 from my deck. He started off with 1, now I got 15, so I can play 5, get to 20. So now I can't possibly lose. But if he ties, which he did, then neither of us gets a point. As you can see, I didn't get that +5 card back. Now, we've got to win best 2 out of 3 with those rules. I'm gonna add +1, I'm gonna hit what? I won that because he went over 20. So you see what I mean about it basically being blackjack, except with 20, and you have cards to use to help get there. I lost that one. Alright. That's 2 for me. My bad, you gotta win 3 out of 5, not 2 out of 3. I misread that. Alright, I'm at 19. Alright, that's 2 for each of us. The next point wins. Whoever gets it will win this. Ooh. 17 is not likely to win, but I have no more hand cards to work with. So here I gotta debate whether or not it's worth staying here or risking going over 20. I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay, we tied. Alright, so I'm still in this. Alright. This makes me very nervous. Ah! Okay, so I lost. But did that... Okay. So that Pazak Rules quest will stay in my... quest log until I actually win a match.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, 2 combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon 2 Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon 2 Fingers.
Okay, so reason I came in here was actually related to that cutscene. I wanted to come over here, and first I'm going to come over here and get medical supplies. In other words, a med pack. Then I was going to talk to this hut here. Alright. Try that again. Does this mean you want to step into the duel ring? It could be very profitable for both of us. Ask around. Everyone knows Azure treats his fighters well. Might be interested. What's in this for me? I can arrange for you to fight in the duel ring. If you win, you get the standard contract. 10% of all wagers. And don't worry, nobody dies in the duel ring anymore. Death matches are illegal now. Most fighters in the duel ring use vibroblades or stun sticks because the ring's pretty small. But a few of the duelists use blasters. Use whichever you prefer.
Vibroblades and blasters? And nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
The duel ring has energy suppressor fields to make sure nobody dies. Weapons are limited so they hurt but don't kill. And we've got a medic droid in case of serious injuries. Are you interested? I'll do it, but I want more than 10%. You're joking, right? I pay you more than everyone once more. No, you get the same as all the others. 10%. That's my final offer. Alright, I'll do it. Good. New blood for the ring. But you need a nickname like Ice or Deadeye or Twitch. Good nicknames make people bet more. What's a good name for you? You're an off-worlder. You're new here. People won't recognize you. I know. From now on in the duel ring, you'll be the mysterious stranger. Mysterious stranger. I like it. Mysterious stranger is a perfect name for you. Got no past, no history. Makes you seem like you have some big dark secret. People like that. Makes them bet.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
Ready for a duel now? You want to step into the ring right away? I'll set you up with Deadeye Duncan to start. I'll tell you the rules if you're ready. I'm ready. Yes! You fight and people bet and I make money. It's all good. Only one rule. Nobody dies. Your opponent goes down, you don't finish them off. Death matches are illegal now. You knew it this, so I'll start you off easy. You get to fight Deadeye Duncan. Are you ready to go into the ring now? Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner I give you Deadeye Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taris dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Alright. Let's do this! The fact that Duncan actually survived the fact that Duncan didn't go down after one round.
The fight is over. The mysterious stranger has won. But really, are any of us surprised? Deadeye losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
The fact that Deadeye went down after only one... the fact that Deadeye didn't go down after only one round shows that I am very weak right now. Good fight, good fight. People like you, mysterious stranger. They bet a lot when you fight. Makes me happy and rich. I always pay my debts. You won, so you get paid. 10% of the purse, that was the deal. Here's your credits. You come see me when you're ready to fight again. Alright. I'm not ready for the next fight yet. If Deadeye survive more than one round, I'm not ready for the next fight yet. Right. Now, before I move on, I want to talk to this person.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Who are you and why are you bossing me around?
What don't you say? I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
Shut up, you spoiled
How
brat.
dare you speak to me like that? Daddy's going to hear about this.
That is actually how I feel about people like her. I just want to say that to people like her and not care, but how she reacts is exactly what I'm afraid of and why I don't actually say that to people like her in real life, but I really do feel that way. Alright, so this woman here is the main reason why I came here. And she is not the person you talk to if you're here as a female.
Sorry, but I'm not here looking for conversation. I just came to get a drink, listen to... Good. Move along.
Yeah, this guy is who you talk to if you came here as a female, but I didn't, so I came here to talk to her.
I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
You're from the military base? You don't look like one of the Sith.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sarna, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force.
Nice to meet you, Sarna. I'm Avner Dimarath.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. You can make this job pretty lonely.
You're just doing your job, right? I don't hold that against you.
That's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
Everybody has their ups and downs. It's how you deal with them that counts.
Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
You need to blow off steam every once in a while.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
Alright. Now, there is something else you can do here. This guy will play Pazak with you, and if you beat him 3 times in a row, he will refuse to pay anymore, and then you can talk to this woman who will flirt with you. You can give her some credits, and then she'll say she'll go buy a drink for you and then dump you for this guy. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to talk to...
Leave me alone. I'm not giving out any auto prints to my fans today.
Auto prints? What are you talking about?
What? You don't recognize me? I'm Bendick Starkiller, the most famous blaster slinger on Taris. Over 100 duels without a loss. Every one of them a death match.
You don't look so tough. Maybe you'll take me on.
I'm retired now. Once death matches became illegal, I just got bored with the game. I got no interest in using stun blasters. There was nobody left to challenge me anyway. I've seen you in the dueling ring, but you haven't impressed me. Now, if you could beat all these other pretenders, That might get my attention.
I'll be back as soon as I beat all those other duelists.
Good luck with that, kid. You're gonna need it.
You sure you want to get involved in this? Seems a bit pointless to me. Up to you.
It won't be pointless later, trust me. So we leave the cantina behind.
You need a lesson on how to treat your social betters. Maybe you'll think twice. Daddy!
Yeah, so it was good for the experience, but I don't want that to happen in real life, because you don't get experience points in real life. So yeah. Next place we want to go is to the party with the Sith soldiers. But before I go there, I'm going to want to come here. There are two things I want to do here. First, I want to talk to Dr. Zelka Forn.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Forn refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Rat ghoul disease? What's that?
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
Maybe I could find a way to get my hands on that serum for you.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Don't worry, Zelka. I'll get that serum for you.
Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
He's got some medical supplies for sale if you want to look at him.
Goodbye,
but I'm gonna be
and
taking
good health
off.
to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
Alright. Now I'm going to be coming in here, because this is the other thing I'm going to do here.
No problem. Got it.
What are you doing? Don't go in there! That door is for employees only!
Hey, I recognize these men. They're Republic soldiers.
You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
I am a friend of the Republic. You can trust me.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Alright, we got light side points for that. That will come into play later. Now, go to leave.
You there.
Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
An offer? What are you talking about?
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the Rakghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Davik Kang? Who's that?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
You mean Davik's a crime lord?
I prefer to think of him as a role model. He started with nothing, and now he's got it all. Credits, power, women. It's the Tarisian dream, right?
Why does Davik want the cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
I think I'd rather give the serum to Zelka. He'll use it to help people.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Now, here we have to...
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Davik doesn't like you missing payments.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
That's too bad. Davik's going to want to make an example of you. You're coming with us.
No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Davik doesn't like witnesses. Leave this man alone or you'll have to deal with me. Guess we have to keep you to mind your own business. Got more light side points for that.
Thank you.
Alright.
I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Maybe I can help you.
You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do.
100 credits. Take them.
You're giving me 100 credits? Just like that? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you.
You're giving him 100 credits? Generous.
Now I can pay off Davik. You've saved my life. Thank you. I'd better take these credits to him right away.
Yep. Then we go and, that's 50 back. Another 50 back, so I'm immediately reimbursed. Now, before I go into the next area, the next place I want to go is back to Zelka, actually.
Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the Rakghoul disease, of course.
I could use some healing.
It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment.
Alright. And now I'm going to be going and entering the next area. And now that I'm in this new area, this looks like it'd be a good place to stop, so next time I'm going to be exploring the north part of the upper city. So see you guys.